Hello, welcome to Q Pity's Arrow, a short-lived visual novel developed by JIMOTHIE, available on itch.io, and apparently, you've been in the dating scene for a while, and we're gonna go on another date. I guess we'll see what happens. A little bit of a content warning though, this game is tagged as horror, so there may be some disturbing elements, so viewer discretion is advised. I also need to mention that apparently there's going to be the extended version of this game as well, so I guess the developer was going to make like another version of this game later on. You know, it's kind of like an extra disclaimer you're supposed to like mention, I believe, if you record this game, I guess, something like that. But you know, I just want to play this version because I don't want to wait for the full version. It's been several months. I don't know if they're still working on it, but anyway. But all right, let's begin. Another day, another date. Will this finally be the one? All right. Karius, as usual, I'm fashionably late. Spent too long accessorizing as one does. Has she already settled herself, I wonder? Seems quite like it. Okay, Tavi. She looks like Madoka, that magical girl anime where everything is fine and totally, it's totally not a how do you say a twist on the magical girl genre. Took you long enough. I was starting to worry that you were gonna bail on me. I never partake in the behavior I so vehemently despise. Do unto others as you have them do unto you and such. This cafe is a cute little number, though. How'd you find out about it? I used to work here, actually. The cute uniforms convinced me, of course. Yes, uniform aesthetics are a great metric of job quality. Plus, the food's super good here. And the workers get the daily leftovers. Anything in particular you recommend? Just about everything. Are you sure you're still not employed here? Mayhaps. It seems Tavi's ability to engage well in conversation applies to real-life situations too. It's a nice change of pace. Have you ordered anything yet? Isn't it a proper date etiquette to order when we're together? I suppose so. I already know what I'm getting, but I made sure to grab a menu in case you didn't. That's very considerate of you. I already narrowed down my choices in my usual pre-preparations, but I'll humor her anyhow. Okay, we've done research before, we go to a location. I mean, to be honest, that's what I do too. Like, whenever I check out like a new restaurant, I say restaurant, not like a fancy restaurant, more like just fast food places, really. I always like check out the menu online before I go there, right? I mean, if ideally I don't even like stand in line, I just order pickup. It's like that's what I do usually. So I don't like to stand there, and it's like I'll get this one and like this combo. I don't like doing that. I just usually like to know what I'm getting before I get there. Anyway, we skimmed the menu, by the way. I'm skimming it. It's not proper date etiquette to reject such propositions either. The menu, though leading quite sweet, is filled with classic cafe staples. One's choice of date location can tell you a lot about them. So it makes sense why Tavi, sweet as she seems, would choose this place. The waitress. Have you two decided what to order yet? I believe so. I'll have... What choice? The choices that will decide my fate. Can I save? There you go, save. Let's save real quick. Anyway, an almond croissant, cheesecake brownies, or blueberry crepes, which I still don't know how to pronounce. I want to say crepes? Is that right? Crepes? Well... obviously, I don't know if this matters. I do want to mention that cheesecake, for some reason, I'm allergic to cheesecake. I mean, I know I'm lactose intolerant, but it's not just that. It's for some reason a combination of like sugar and cheese, and the cheesecake specifically creates some kind of allergy. I don't know. Like, it makes my nose like really hurt. I don't know if anyone has this weird allergy. I don't know how to even describe it. I don't know why it happens. But like cheesecake for some reason causes pain in my sinuses, as well as macaroni and cheese. There's something between those two, and you think it's cheese, but it's not just cheese, because I've ate like things with cheese in it and it doesn't cause the same thing to happen. Anyway, I mean, I guess I'll be in the mood for blueberry crepes. Blueberry crepes, please. And what about you, Tabby? I'll just have some chocolate mud cake, thank you. Alrighty, your eyes will be ready soon. So, Karius, while we're waiting for our food, let's do a questionnaire. We don't have time to test the 30-second or 36-question theory, but I scrounged us some that might prove useful going forward. Since your profile was rather bare, did my enigmatic presence charm you? It was more of a deterrence than anything. Heh. Given my track record, perhaps that's for the best. I only tell the truth upon the dice. What does that mean? Upon the dice? You roll like a d20? You know, like DC difficulty deception check? No, keeps life interesting, you know? First question. Whereabouts do you live? In the house, yes. You know, on my Twitter profile, I also put like Earth, you know, that's my location, Earth. Just like... Anyway, in this economy? That's quite the marvel. But in terms of location... I don't know, I mean... I don't know what these mean. Condis? A Trulian? Eirimerry? I'm assuming these are just places in the developer's world that have no idea what it means. No context to the player, I guess. Though I think the developer did make another game, I think. Technically, this is their side game. They have like a main game that I didn't really check out. I don't know if I will, but maybe that's a reference to that one? Or maybe it's just, you know, it's just world building in their own mind, and we have no idea. Let's say... the outskirts of Contis. I've always lived here, but in an apartment, unlike some people. Next question. Okay. Have you ever been convicted of a crime before? What is this, a job interview? Do I need to give my, you know, what is it called? Like a police check or something? You know, so in some jobs, well, at least one time when I volunteered at a place, they do like a background check, right? So that's something you do, actually. Depending on, you know, the job, obviously. Or the position. Is this an interrogation now? This is very normal info that we should be on the same page about. Then... I did a 15 to 40 several months. Again, I'm gonna save again. Well, there's a way to save, like, during the decisions. I always just... you know, use the scroll wheel to rewind time and then save. No, we don't do crimes. We, you know, got a ticket once, I guess, or we did petty crimes only. Are we a criminal? I have no idea, actually. I mean, I guess that we say no. I mean, why would you even admit you're doing crimes? No. I'm clean too. Not that I've done anything that would warrant one. Next question. Marital, or I would say marital status or martial status? I'm not sure. What is it? What a question to ask on a first date. Where's that very relevant info in your profile then? Touché. Okay, it is marital status. Is it marital status or I don't know. I don't know how to spell it, actually. Is it marital status or martial status? You want to think of martial status. I think of, like, you know, what kind of martial arts did you learn? I mean, I don't know. Let's say never been married. I've never had it, or that's Tabby saying that. I've never had an interest in marriage myself. My family's always saying that I want to settle down one day, but they never tell me when that day will come. But casual dating's fun. I get that. Next question. We've got similar dating habits, so I'm curious. How do you feel about those who you've previously gone on dates with? Okay. It's a lot of questions. Where's this leading to? I don't know. Also, oh, there's no other page. I like to save after every decision, but I guess there might be too many decisions to make. And too little save slots? There's no second page with save slots, unfortunately, it seems like. Normally there is in a lot of, like, RenP-based visual novels, but oh well. I might not be able to save as much as I want to. Hello, Master. Widowed? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I guess you just make stuff up depending on what the protagonist wants, I guess, depending on what you want. But yeah, how do I feel about other dates? Well, met some real stinkers. I never once felt a connection to them, or I take each outing with them as a learning experience. You know, this is a very job interview answer. You know, whenever like in a job interview, like they say like, why did you quit your last job? You know, they say, well, you see, I learned from it, you know, or something. I don't know. Instead of saying what you really want and saying how the job sucked and like you hated everyone, but don't worry about it. Anyway, no. Oh, that's an extreme. I don't think I've had like a job like that really. I haven't really had like a really toxic environment, you know. I've heard horror stories though. Anyway, it's a learning experience. That's a good way to see it. Next question. What is your occupation, if applicable? What is these questions? What do you want next? My social security number or something? A bartender, average businessman, unemployed. I mean, I don't know actually. Let's say unemployed. Though that's not entirely true. I mean, me personally in real life right now, I work part-time, so not really. But I've been unemployed for a while, so interesting. Currently, I'm a fashion influencer. You know, I post stuff on Instagram. You wanna follow my Patreon? No. Can't resist the allure of free clothing sponsorships, you know? How materialistic. Not that I'm one to judge. Done with the questions now? Yes, just on time. Then here you go. Here you both go. The food itself is pretty damn good. But this isn't about the food. Dates never are. It's about my date herself. And Tavi's eating with a grimace on her face. Is she trying out, you know, that grimace shake meme or whatever? I don't know. I feel like that meme is already over, you know? I mean, it's like literally one day where like McDonald's had like some kind of like advertisement for like a food item. And people memed about it, and that's kind of it. It's like free advertisement for them. I'm Karius. It's been a pleasure talking to you today, but I don't think you're the one I'm looking for. Oh, okay. I'm really sorry. I'll cover my tab, but please just enjoy your food. And forget this ever happened. Oh. Well, she figured me out, didn't she? Can't say I'm not used to this. The smart ones always run away. Bad ending. What do you mean? I literally just answered a bunch of questions, like on like a survey, you know, and like that's it. She leaves. I don't think this is how dates normally go. Okay, so back here, the food is pretty good, but this isn't about the food. It's about my date herself. And Tabby's eating with a smirk on her face. Man, I'm stuffed. Tabby's still got half a slice left. I'm not surprised, given that slice was initially a quarter. You want me to finish it for you? Please do. I wouldn't want it to go to waste. You know why he's smiling at that? I don't know. I know salt is used in cakes to enhance the flavor of its other components, but isn't this way too much? Okay. You were gonna kill me like you do the rest, weren't you? Bad luck. Since I'm beating you to the punch, oh no, we've been out serial killer? You know, apparently you were a serial killer? So like a serial dater, but also serial killer? Maybe? You store all your power in your jewelry, don't you? There's a reason why that method is discouraged. If you got a neutralizer like me around, they become totally useless. I know the poison that could easily do the trick. It's definitely weaken you enough. But perhaps I can get some satisfaction from offering you myself. Isn't that your philosophy? We'll just say this is self-defense. Who's gonna doubt a cute girl anyway? Okay. I've already stabbed myself in your stead. It doesn't hurt. It never does. But seeing evil like you certainly does. I'm a little bit confused. She's stabbing herself, but also stabbing me. There's no point trying to reason with her. A hedonist likes trying out all experiences. Isn't death just another? If you're as good as playing luck as I am, everything comes up 100%. So when I die here, there's only one place I'll be going. Okay. True ending. Kind of like a little bit rush at the end there. That's probably why the developer mentioned how like maybe they're gonna make an extended version. But I guess the idea, I guess they really how do you say, they didn't like stay on, or not stay, but they didn't really elaborate, I guess, what exactly happened there. But I guess, you know, obviously we got poisoned by the cake, which is also kind of like a 4D chess move. You know, it's like, how would you even know that we would even want to eat the rest of her cake? Is that typical date etiquette? I'm not sure. But I guess, you know, poison our food and everything. As it turns out, because we supposedly, you know, date people and trick them and then kill them as well is the idea. And some kind of magic stuff is going on. I think in the store page it mentions how do you say, Eirimerry, or what's the name? Yeah, Eirimerry is the mage capital of the world. So like, you know, the idea is that the setting has a bit of a magic involved as well. So like the idea is that the character we were playing as is like some kind of serial killer, if I had to guess. You know, that trick people and then kill them or whatever. But turns out, you know, she killed the serial killer is the idea. But yeah, I guess that's it. It kind of, you know, stops there really quick. So there's not much elaboration what exactly that meant. But I guess that was the idea. I mean, yeah, it's okay. I mean, I wish there was more, how do you say, maybe not exposition, but like more characterization, you know, of like who the protagonist was and everything. Because we barely know about them. And it's like they die. We're just told he's evil. You know, we don't really get to know them that much, you know, other than the fact that you know, there's some, I guess, thoughts they have, how like, oh, this person is gullible, or like, you know, they don't like their dates or whatever. So maybe a little bit of that, but otherwise, I don't know. It's hard to like say, like thematically anyway, like whether or not they deserve to just die. But I don't know anyway. But it's probably why there's an extended version later, maybe. I don't know. Again, the developer did mention how there's going to be an extended version in the future. I haven't seen it yet. The game came out in April, I guess, so it's been several months. So I mean, games do take a while to make, and people get sidetracked with, you know, other stuff. But I don't know. Anyway, overall though, pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean, like, having more endings would be nice too. I believe there's only 2 endings. It says 2 endings in the store page, so I guess that's it. But yeah, I do wish there was a bit more. I guess I wish there was more scenes after, you know, after she like tricks you, I guess, you know, like what happened there? Like, did we get drugged, or did she just start stabbing us? Because I don't know, if she starts stabbing us in the middle of the cafe, I feel like that's a bad idea, you know, unless the laws of this world are different. Like, usually if you just start stabbing people in public, you know, it's illegal, you know. But anyway, I don't know. I'm assuming she drugged us and then, you know, dragged us somewhere and then killed us or something. I don't know, maybe in like a back alley. But she also mentioned she was stabbing herself. I don't know if that's a typo or not, but she did mention that. So I'm not entirely sure what that meant. Like somehow maybe she's gonna frame him as well. Maybe. Oh no, I think I get it. It's like, but she was mentioning self-defense, right? So like the idea is that she's gonna frame the crime or the murder as if that she's the one that got attacked. So she stabs us, but then she stabs herself a little bit to make it seem like, you know, we attacked her or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of like a roundabout way to do that, but sure. Yeah. Okay. Now I understand what that meant. It was hard to understand though, because the CG, you know, was just her standing, you know, and a little bit bloody. Like, it didn't show us like her actually stabbing us, so that's why I got confused about it. Anyway, But yeah, anyway, yeah, overall though, it's okay. I mean, I like the art. I mean, I really like the art. It's definitely unique. I do have to mention the noses. You know, the noses. It's okay. It's definitely different what I'm used to though. I mean, in anime, noses are like usually a line. You know, like a triangle or just a single line. So I mean, this is more like a different kind of nose. It doesn't even look like a nose, but again, in anime, even noses don't look like noses. You know, it's interesting how different people draw noses in their art that don't actually represent what they actually look like in real life. But I mean, it's okay. It's the thing that kind of like stands out to me. But overall, I think the art is okay. I like it actually. Anything else? I guess that's it. Not much to say. It's pretty short, and the twist is like, you know, you kind of expect it because obviously you see the game is tagged as horror, so I kind of did expect that. Yeah, I guess the only thing I wish, you know, if or when they finish the extended version, you know, they had a few more scenes. You know, it doesn't have to be too much. I don't want it to like, you know, drag on for too long, but just a few more scenes involving what actually happened when she tricks you. You know, when she like actually poisons you and everything. You know, I want to see a little bit more of that. You know, I don't know. I think the idea is that he's getting his just desserts or whatever, right? Which is fitting in a cafe. They're eating desserts. Is it just desserts or just desserts or just deserts? I think there's like a weird thing about that phrase where like it doesn't mean either. But anyway, but there you go. I guess that's the game. Hello Fishy, by the way, but I'm done with this game though, however, so let me do my usual sign off. So that was it for Cupid's Arrow. I guess if you want to see more content, then you can check out my other videos on the channel. You can also click the subscribe button. If you didn't know, I also stream these games live, so you can always change the bell notifications from personalized to all if you want to get notified when I go live. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you then.